In this video, we'll look at solving exponential equations. The first equation is 5 to the power of x equals 5 to the power of 3x plus 2. And the key to solving exponential equations is getting the base on both sides to be the same. You want to have one thing here, 5 to the power of x, equals another thing, 5 to the power of 3x plus 2, with the same base, which we do. And that's key because when you have the two bases the same, you can drop the bases and just set the exponents equal. In other words, we can ignore the base 5s and just look at the exponents. It must be the case that x equals 3x plus 2. And now we can solve. Our goal is to get the x's on the same side. So let's move these 3x's over by subtracting 3x on both sides. And when we do that, x take away 3x is negative 2x. And we're left with, on the right hand side, just 2. 3x take away 3x leaves nothing. And how do we solve for x? Just divide by what's in front. In this case, negative 2. And we're left with x equals negative 1. And we've solved for x in this exponential equation. Question 2 is a bit harder because we don't have the same base on both sides, and we don't have one thing on each side. The first thing we want to do is make it so we just have one thing equals one thing. So let's get rid of this plus 7. The way we do that is take away 7 on both sides. And you're left with 2 to the power of 2x plus 2 equals 71 take away 7. You can use your calculator. It's 64. Now what we need to do is get it so we have base 2 on this side and base 2 on this side. We definitely want this base 2 on the left. On the right, we need some base 2 to make 64. This is where we definitely want to pull out our calculator and try different things that could equal 64 base 2. So how about 2 to the power of 4? 16. No dice. How about 2 to the power of 5? 2 to the power of 5. 32. Probably one more. 2 to the power of 6. 64. So in other words, we can replace the 64 with 2 to the power of 6. And now once again, we've got same base on both sides and one thing equals one thing. They both have the same base. We can drop the bases and just set the exponents equal. Now we have 2x plus 2 equals 6. Let's start by getting rid of this plus 2. We want to get the x's alone, so get rid of plus 2. The opposite of plus 2 is take away 2. And we have 2x equals 4. And the last thing is divide by what's in front of x, in this case 2. So divide by 2 on both sides, and we get x equals 2. So in both cases, we solved an exponential equation by getting the same base on both sides and having one thing on each side of the equal, that's the same base, and then we solved by dropping the bases.